Dark Reign is one of my favorite stories because it's when Norman Osborn gets the keys to the kingdom. At the end of Secret Invasion, Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, personally kills the Skrull Queen while leading the Thunderbolts, whom he had been in charge of during Civil War. He used the fame to get himself appointed head of the national security in the US. He immediately dismantled S.H.I.E.L.D. and put himself in charge of a new agency called Hammer. Osborn forced any of the heroes who might oppose him to flee and hide. Meanwhile, he replaced them with villains possessing similar powers, forming his own team of Avengers and X-Men. He also called together some of the most powerful villains in the world to form the Cabal, his answer to the heroes' Illuminati. Meanwhile, he worked with the Hood to sue up control of organized crime in the US. Osborn took the suit of Iron Man and fashioned it after Captain America's costume, donning it and calling himself the Iron Patriot, presenting himself as the premier hero of the era. However, the mental problems that had led Osborn to become the Green Goblin continued to plague his mind. Despite the medication that he was taking, Loki worked to keep Osborn unstable and convinced him that Asgard, the home of the Norse god, which had been relocated to float over Bronxton, Oklahoma, presented a grave threat to his power. Osborn trying to convince the president to allow him to launch an attack against Asgard, but failed. Loki manufactured an incident in which Volstagg of the Warriors 3 faced off against the UFOs in a battle that destroyed Chicago Soldier Field, killing tens of thousands. This gave Osborn the excuse he needed to attack Asgard, with or without the president's permission. He sent his Dark Avengers into battle, tricking Ares into leading the charge. When Ares realized he had been played for a fool, he sought revenge, but on Osborn's orders, the Sentry tore him in half. Captain America returned from his supposed death and led the Avengers to defend Asgard. Furious, Osborn told the Sentry to destroy the place. Iron Man dismantled the Iron Patriot armor by remote, exposing Osborn's face. He had painted his vestige to resemble the Green Goblin, and he was clearly insane. The Sentry had transformed into his evil alter ego, the Void. Iron Man crashed the hammer carrier into the Void, and Thor finished the Sentry off at his own request before the Void could return. The Dark Reign was over. And this is just one of my favorite stories out of the Marvel Universe because it shows what happens when evil men get put into places of power and the steps that they're willing to take advantage of the situation. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.